In this video, I'm doing a review of the Grand Plans Planner. This one is a day to a page layout and it has separate sections for work and personal with no time schedule. This is a very hard layout to find, which is why I got it to do this review. So it is about 5.75 inches wide by 8.25 inches high. So it is a portable page size. However, because it is day to a page, it is quite chunky. It's about 1 inch thick and it is quite heavy. So if you want to take your planner with you, keep that in mind. This one is quite heavy. I couldn't see any other cover options other than this black with the gold text, and there is nothing printed on the spine. It does have an elastic band to keep it closed. I've just taken it off to make it easier to film this review. So at the front, we just have a small goal planning section. I think a larger one would have been better. There's just space for 5 goals, little focus section, there's a mind map, and a vision board. I think a bit more space, maybe a couple of extra notes pages would have been good. And one thing that I've noticed throughout this planner, there's a lot of just blank pages. There's no lined writing space or dot grid, it's just blank. After that very brief goal section, we go into the monthly calendar. So all of the months have this same like cover here with the dark grey. So you can kind of see, if I zoom in, where the different months start. And unfortunately, there is no tabs, it's just the one ribbon bookmark. So then we have the monthly calendar, very basic, simple boxes. It starts on a Sunday, but because this planner is undated, you could easily get some whiteout, switch it around and make it start on a Monday instead. There is a lined note sidebar, at least it's not blank like the rest of the elements of the planner. And as you can see, undated, so start using it whenever you want. And the whole way through, all the pages are undated. Now this 2-page spread is the main reason that I love this planner. It's my favorite layout. I think it's really just functional. It's got all the stuff that you need. We've got a monthly focus section, top 5 things, notes, and then some goals, lined writing space with big check boxes. So I really like this monthly spread. And then the daily planning page. So on the few occasions that I've used a day to a page planner, I cannot stand a schedule. I don't like a schedule. If you miss something, then like just throws the whole day out because you haven't finished that task or something takes longer. I much prefer to just work off a to-do list rather than having like a timed, so strictly by half hour or hourly sections. So I usually will separate it into lists, and that's exactly what this planner has already done for you. So you've got a to-do list up the top here, which you could just have your random little things that are just sort of like reminders. And then we have work/blog or personal/family. You can always just get some whiteout and change the categories too if you prefer. And there's no check boxes there at all, so if you wanted to, you could still write in the times if you did want to do a schedule layout, but otherwise it's just open-ended for you. And then a notes box down the bottom, which you could also split into 2 if you need some more space for your 2 categories. You could also do school and personal as well. And undated, so you can just tick whatever box it is for the day of the week. So if you miss a day, it doesn't really matter because it's undated. The only thing I will say, it would be really beneficial if they made those dividers more obvious, because as I'm turning these pages here trying to find the next month, it is a bit time consuming to get to that page. At the end of all of the day to a page layouts, before the next month begins, is one dot grid page. Now the dot grid spacing is 7 mil, which is larger than most dot grid notebooks have 5 mil spacing. So keep that in mind, it is a bit bigger. I've tried 7 mil and 5 mil, and I personally prefer the 5 mil. I just feel like 7 mil takes up a bit too much room, and when I use 5 mil, I leave a blank line in between. So if you've got letters like Y, that will go like the line below. If you do that with a 7 mil grid like this, you're gonna run out of space pretty quickly. So if we go through all of the day to a page layouts, we've got one ribbon bookmark. The pages do lay flat on their own. They lay even more flat if you break the spine, which I just haven't done yet. I usually do it when I get to that page, but they're laying pretty much flat on their own, which is good. At the very back, there are a couple of dot grid pages. I think I counted 16 of them, and then the planner just ends. So I think something like a year in review would be good. These pages are perforated. Some of them are, if you wanted to tear them out and put them on your whiteboard or wherever you want to place them. But I just think some structured end of year goal review pages would be good. There's a roomy pocket folder at the back here. And then that is it for the planner. So if you want a day to a page layout that has work and personal or does not have a scheduled layout, then this one would be one to consider. I will have photos and all the details and everything linked in the blog post down below if you want some more information. Don't forget to subscribe. I am always posting new planner review videos.